Hello again. There's a fair bit of wet weather pushing across many parts as we go through this evening, overnight and into tomorrow. That's because there is a weather system. It's already spread across parts of southwest England, Wales, Northern Ireland, but it's making its way northeastwards. It does then bash against the high pressure that's still to the east of us. And actually within this high pressure, there's some chilly air around. And as that chilly air undercuts the rain that's coming in, we are likely to see some winteriness in a few places. So some sleet, some snow, even a bit of freezing rain for some places too. As well as that, because of the position of the high, it kind of stops the frontal system from moving through particularly quickly. So it's kind of going to just stall across some places, eventually pushing through and easing as it goes, but it's going to be quite slow progress as we go through tomorrow. Looking at the details though, and some clear skies across parts of Scotland to start the night, and so an early frost quite likely here, but then we see the cloud across other places building. So most places turning cloudy, and there will be some heavy rain around. The heaviest rain likely to be across parts of Wales, southwest England into northern England as well. Here we're likely to see some relatively high totals, shouldn't cause any major problems. But actually across the far north of Scotland, even large chunks of Northern Ireland, but also towards the southeast of the UK here, actually staying mostly dry with the rain largely avoiding us here. Temperature-wise, and like I said, a chilly start to the night where we have some clear skies, so temperatures dipping a little bit below freezing, perhaps even a few degrees below freezing across some parts of northern Scotland where we get some clearer skies for longest. Otherwise, and with the milder, cloudier, wetter weather coming in from the west, temperatures not dropping as low as they have done some recent nights. It's worth bearing in mind that, like I said, there is some winteriness, so some rain, some sleet, some snow, even a bit of freezing rain mixed in with this, particularly as it pushes across parts of northern England. Particularly to the east of the Pennines, over the North York Moors, for example, we are likely to see a few centimetres of snow building up above around 150 metres or so. So that could cause some problems on the roads. As well as this, the risk of freezing rain, especially around the Pennines, above 200 metres perhaps, we could see some freezing rain leading to some pretty icy conditions as we go through tomorrow. So do take care if you're going on the roads in particular. Otherwise, and as we go through tomorrow, like I said, it's pretty slow progress for the system moving through, but nonetheless, it is going northeastwards. And so the rain, the sleet, the snow, and the rain is clearing away towards the east as we go through the day. And whilst it is going to stay pretty damp across this kind of central slice of the country, towards the south, the southeast actually largely avoiding the worst of the rain. And in the southwest, we have something a bit brighter developing as we go through the afternoon. And also across parts of north and northwestern Scotland avoiding a lot of the rain, though there will be some showery outbreaks of rain, sleet and snow pushing in from the east across eastern parts of Scotland. Temperatures are still going to be a little bit on the low side, particularly towards eastern parts. Further west, that milder air coming in, so good chance that we'll get into double figures across some parts of Cornwall, for example. But most places we're factoring in that with the cloud, the rain, the sleet, the snow, it's going to feel pretty chilly, even if temperatures have picked up a little bit for some of us. As we go overnight, Saturday night into Sunday, again, it's not making a huge amount of progress, this frontal system, so it stays pretty damp across some parts of northern England into Midlands, towards East Anglia as well, and there could still be some winteriness over any higher ground as well, but we have those clearer skies from the southwest starting to push their way in, so across parts of Wales, greater chance of seeing some clearer breaks, and still across western parts of Scotland, some breaks in the cloud as well, otherwise largely cloudy, but do watch out, there is another front waiting out in the far west. Where we see the skies clear, you would expect it to be a bit chillier, but because we have milder air towards the west-southwest of us, I'm not expecting temperatures to drop especially low here. It's kind of towards the north-northeast where if we get any clear skies, we have the greatest chance of some frost developing. Through Sunday, like I mentioned, there is this front out towards the west, but it's not going to make much progress towards the east. In fact, it's really just going to bring a bit of cloud and some outbreaks of mostly light rain to Northern Ireland, perhaps the far west of Scotland, England and Wales later on. Elsewhere, and Sunday does look like the drier day of the two this weekend. Not totally dry, there will be a few showery bursts coming into eastern parts in particular and over the high ground of Scotland. These quite likely to fall as sleet or snow, but elsewhere, mostly dry, quite cloudy, perhaps not quite as cloudy as it suggests behind me here. I think we will see some brighter breaks, but a fair deal of grey sky on offer yet again. Temperatures, well, similar-ish to Saturday, a little bit higher for some, a little bit lower for others. All the time, if you're stuck under any cloud, it's not going to feel particularly warm. Now, as we go into next week and we stick with the high pressure to the east of us, low pressure trying to come in from the west, and this battleground As to exactly what's going to happen, well, that's all still to play for. But I think we are going to see a transition as we go through next week of something a little bit more changeable coming in from the west, and with that our temperatures climbing up a little bit as well. So turning a bit milder as we go through next week. For more information, do head to our app where you'll be able to find our latest 14-day outlook video with Honor. Otherwise, I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.